ID, please. He say my name is ice cream cause I'm his puppy tree. I say just...
Hey everybody, my name is Alicia and welcome back to Applejack TV. I am here to give you guys another review on Baddies West, and we are on episode 6, honey. I am locked into these stories and I am not ready to let go because these girls, honey, is putting on a show. Alright, well, let's get right into the episode. Oop. Let me find out how much you're dropping bars. Not even trying to, but let's get into this episode. So, okay, at the beginning of the episode, they show Biggie and Rolly. They come outside. They had a little smoke session because we know, Rolly is with all the smokes. So they have their little smoke session. They talking about the night before and the performances and how everybody did, and it kind of just, Biggie was like, girl, you did your thing, which Rolly did. Like I said in my other review, she did really well. Like, she had, like I said, she could have gave a little bit more energy, but she did her thing, and her lyrics and her music stand for itself, okay? But they have their little conversation. Razor comes out there and she's just like talking about the night. She partied too hard apparently because she looked, she looked tad.
Like you look right now.
So she was saying she partied too hard, and they kind of brought up the Scotty Razor situation, or they brought up the situation with Razor about Scotty, and she was just kind of like, I'm kind of over it, it is what it is. I feel like I explained my point to her about violating me, but ain't no need to harp on it, and I think that that's a great thing that she's able to move forward. But I also feel like she feel like I can't try Scotty like I thought I was gonna be able to try Scotty. So I'm gonna lay off of it. She ain't, I think because she's kind of a quieter person, or not necessarily quieter, but she just stay out the drama, that maybe, Razor was checking that temperature, basically, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. So they have that scene. They have a couple of different scenes with the girls where they kind of just talking and chit-chatting about the day before. It's really giving y'all don't have content once again. Like, we're just trying to fill up spaces into the fight at the end to give y'all a little cliffhanger, because we know that's what y'all want to see. So we gonna wait to the very end so y'all come back and watch the next episode. I know your games. But anyway, so then after we see them outside talking, then, it goes to Tommy and Natalie. And they're sitting there talking, they're having a little chit-chat. And she's just basically saying how she hopes the conflict between Tommy and Stunna kind of dies down. She was saying, like, the night before, they did well, being in a space together and not letting things escalate or get out of control. And she was also kind of saying, oh, we need to be there for the girls if they need help with anything. And we should just be there to support them and basically guide them along this journey, because we've kind of already done it before. And I kind of like that, kind of showed a little big sis in Natalie or whatever, because everybody always wants to paint her out to be the bad guy, which in some cases she is, but not always. So I felt like that was a nice moment. Tommy really feeling like her in the Stunna situation is not over. She like dead in the issue right now, but it's definitely not over for Tommy, because she called her a child abuser. Like, she brought her kids into it, so it's like a whole nother level. And then every chance she gets, she always, trying to call her out. So we'll see as time goes on what will happen. Well, Krishan and Sky talk after we see the conversation with Kat, Stunna, and Scotty, and they don't really talk about nothing. They say, hopefully they can come together to get the bag. Kat asked her, Stunna, about the Tommy beef and if they can squash it. She basically said no. After that, Sky and Krishan talk outside. They have a little chit chat, and Krishan's like, I actually like these girls. Like, we actually kind of had a good time last night. It wasn't no beef. We get to the money, whatever. So she, actually enjoying herself, and she's shocked. She didn't expect it to be that way, especially after last season. So then Sky brings up the fact that Tommy was upset because of the order of songs. Doesn't really rub Krishan the wrong way. She
don't get my pussy wet, it don't feed me.
Not really worried about it. And then they also kind of re-talk about the Razor Scotty situation, and she kind of explains how Razor felt violated, and I guess how she feel like somebody's lying in the situation.
Somebody's lying.
But Krishan's still kind of like, I don't care.
Why are we talking about it?
Like, and I'm kind of glad she's like that, because it seemed like before she was taking every little thing so seriously, but now she's kind of just like, you know, letting other things go, and that's great. I see that growth, and that's beautiful. But anyway, there are scenes where they talk to each other. There was also a scene with Tommy, but none of them really had any depth, had any weight, had anything to really, you know, talk about, dwell on, even really mention or give my opinion on, because it just was bleh. Like, I wish they would do more as far as the scenes, like go places. They said Tommy was out shopping all day. Let's see her shopping with somebody else. See her have, you know, her little phone conversations, or, you know, or y'all need to go do events together and go different places, not just to the club. That's not the only thing we want to see. I don't want to see y'all performing every night. Like, it's cool or whatever, but do something else. Like, it's so much to do. And then we don't even, when y'all are on the road, it's just, it ain't even much content about y'all on the road. If y'all are taking a road trip from city to city, why isn't there any stops or anything in between? It's just kind of, it's giving real y'all boring, and y'all don't know what to do. So I don't know, y'all need to figure out some other extra stuff to do in between there, because right now it's not giving. So Natalie calls Biggie to the room because they're about to go out for their last night in Vegas, and she's like, hey Biggie, you know, I want you to get everybody together, make sure that they're ready, blah 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 blah, so we can get out of here on time, we can go get this bag. Biggie does that, and I love Biggie's energy, because you know, I feel like if any other girl, I was like, this could go bad. This was any other girl, it may have, you know, caused some issues. They may have gone out there, had an attitude, you know, maybe not, you know, presented it in the correct way. But Biggie handled herself. She went into different people's rooms, and she's like, hey girl, ooh, you look good, blah 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 blah, like, let's get it. She be speaking her Spanish and English and stuff like that, and she just giving me good vibes. Like, she's like a fun person to hang out with. And even when she got in the room with, you know, Kat and Stunning, you know, she kept it cute, like she's supposed to do. Like, we finna get ready to go out. It ain't no sense in me sitting here arguing with you just because I got an issue with you right now, or I don't really care for you. I'm just keep it moving so we can handle business. And I love that. Biggie is like one of my favorites right now. And I'm pretty sure if y'all been listening, you probably can tell who my least favorite is. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that very, very soon. So they all get together. They go out to the club. They out there, you know, they doing their thing. Once again, performing. And this time they didn't really play their music, so it kind of really made the moment dull. Like, it was, you know, just a little edited music or whatever that they added to the background. Over, you know, I guess whatever they did. They didn't really show us the performances. The one performance that they did show us where you can hear the music was DJ Sky performance, but that was a impromptu, or, you know, last minute thing that DJ Sky decided to do, because she was like, hey, Lo did it. So why can't I, basically? Like, I want to, you know, pop my ish too. So.
But I didn't know you was performing. Tommy and I just had this conversation about professionalism, everybody falling in line.
You know, that was her decision. That's what she did. Natalie kind of had a problem with that, and she definitely addressed it with Sky later on. So at the end of the night, everything is cool. Apparently, Krishan, after she performed, she bounced. She's supposed to stay with the girls, I'm guessing, you know, and they go back to the house and everything. But she, you know, Blueface came around and she was like, oh, who, what, when, where? That's my man. I'm going where he's going. And I kind of feel her on that. Like, I don't want to be on the road. I don't want to be around y'all females all the time. My nigga's here. Like, I feel it. I understand. After the club, so the next day, so Krishan leaves, and as we know, Natalie kind of said in the beginning that Sky was supposed to be babysitting Krishan, because, you know, Krishan has I don't want to say wild behavior, but she do what she want, when she want, how she want. Period. So, Sky was supposed to be babysitting, and she has not been taking her babysitting duty seriously.
Here we go.
And Natalie comes to her, and she's like, hey, girl, like, you...
Where's Krishan? Her job really wasn't just to be the DJ, but also to low-key babysit Krishan on the road. It's like, none of that is happening. Like, she's nowhere to be found.
That's not on me.
You mentioned her doing her song or whatever, and no, like, what you need to stick to is DJing. Like, we didn't hire you for that. You didn't talk to nobody about that. But keep up with Krishan. Like, be on her ass. Like, why is she not here? Why is she not answering the phone calls? Which I understand, I guess, if you hired her for that. So it's like, you know, you're not holding up your part of the deal that you said you would.
Honestly, what we needed from you more than anything. I need you to be on her ass.
But it was the way that Natalie delivered it that just makes me feel like if that was anybody else, she was not going to be bringing that same kind of energy.
So if you're not behind that DJ booth spinning, doing your big one with us, please have eyes on that girl.
I think DJ Sky is a very nice girl, and she knows she's a very nice girl, and that she not gonna pop back, and that's why she thought she could talk to her like that. Because I would have been like, I know what I said, but at the end of the day, Krishan is a grown woman, and if she is not following the rules, if she's not abiding by her contract, y'all need to fire her. But y'all not, because y'all know how hot Krishan is right now, so it's not gonna happen. So either work around her schedule or find somebody else that's gonna do it better. Cause I don't like the way she was talking to DJ Sky, but whatever. DJ Sky gotta stand up for herself. I'm just revealing. And on top of that, Natalie, you know, threatened to send her home. And I think if Natalie was gonna threaten to send anybody home, it should have been Stunna. Cause Stunna started stuff episode 1. Like, 2 fights within 24 hours. Y'all literally have a photo shoot. Then what, next day y'all on the bus, or same day y'all on the bus, and she get into another fight with somebody else, throws a bottle. Like come on now. Like, no, Stunna should have been left, because she's causing a lot of issues. She's causing a lot of problems unnecessarily. Some things are issues, some things are not, and I hate to see people arguing over stuff that's not even an issue. Like, come on now. So that rubbed me the wrong way too, Natalie. Come on. Anyway, so we get to the end of the episode where Kat tries to bring Stunna and Biggie together. Kat tries to bring Stunna and Biggie together to talk out their differences. She feels like their issues aren't that big, and that it's unnecessary for them to be at odds, basically, while they're in the house. So, you know, she says her piece, and, you know, y'all gonna work it out, right? Y'all gonna work it out. Like, okay, well, let me go get me a glass of Chardonnay. She leaves, and, you know,
childish. You know what I'm saying?
You're childish, because you shouldn't be telling me what to do.
I wasn't telling you what to do. I told you there was a time and place.
You're still trying to tell me what to do. You're not my mom.
Girl, if I was your mother.
If I was your mother.
Biggie's like, you know, very monotone, and you could tell she's not the happiest, but she's still respectful. Biggie's like, you know, well, what's to you, basically? Like, what's up? And Stunna Girl's, oh, well, you apologized already, so it really ain't nothing for us to talk about. And she was like, you know, I don't remember an apology. Now, I don't know what the apology thing is about. Wait, I'm just kind of like, let's be mature here. Like, if you felt like there was nothing for y'all to talk about, nothing for y'all to hash out, nothing for y'all to mend, then why did you come to the conversation first of all? Because me, I'm like, if we ain't got nothing to talk about, oh, we good. What do we need to have a sit-down conversation for? So, you know, Biggie states her piece about how, like, Stunna Girl initially rubbed her the wrong way because she got...
My camera died right here, so I had to pick up where I left off and go.
Biggie's basically explaining how when they were on the bus, Stunna decided to only have a problem with her when she mentioned, you know, it's a time and a place.
In your business, they asked a question.
In my fight.
You don't like constructive criticism.
Who are you to criticize me?
Like, who am I to criticize?
You're nobody to tell me nothing, honestly.
I wasn't telling you anything. They asked me a question.
Who asked you a question?
Everybody. You got offended
What
when I
was the
answered.
question?
The question was, how did you feel about how Tommy handled things?
So how y'all feel about Tommy after last night?
The way she handled it professionally after everything popped off, I love that. I love that. Because at the end of the day, right? Because at the end of the day, there's a time and place for everything. And she handled herself. She handled herself.
Win a fight or how they gonna feel.
It doesn't matter. And watch your mouth, because ain't nobody a bitch. Watch your fucking mouth.
So you try to tell me when to fight? It don't even matter. Like,
I didn't tell you when. I said there's a time and place for everything.
And I said, shut up.
Because you're childish. You know what I'm saying?
She only really got mad at Biggie, and I feel like that's because she thought she could try her, and she's the one that is maybe considered the oddball out of the group, so she wanted to try to pick on Biggie, and Biggie wasn't going for it, and she found that out very quickly. But I feel like Biggie was giving her mature responses, and then Stunna Girl defensively, because she couldn't own up or take accountability for her part, she, you know, well, don't nobody want to fuck you, and I make more money than you, and I can tell by the chain that you got on, and like, why does that stuff even matter? That all of that stuff is besides the point. And if you really wanted to fight me, you could have catch your round when Tommy and Rolly fought her. But anybody that know that got them hands is not pressed about trying to fight you. She probably really wasn't trying to fight you because she don't want to waste her energy on it. But sis had time today, okay? Because Biggie was not playing when she stepped down off that step and hit.
I'm sorry?
He already said he don't fight. He already told me.
Yeah, as we're talking, you know what I'm saying? Shit got heated. My producer steps in to fix my mic, and out of nowhere, this fat ass bitch sneaks in.
No, I ain't gonna say she did all that, but she definitely punched her and either threw her or that punch set her down. Like, she was sitting after the situation, after that first swing. Let me say that, because they didn't show too much more. They showed them tussling a little bit more afterwards. And I'm just so glad. I'm just so glad that Biggie, you know, was able to get that off her chest, because Stunna Girl was starting to get on my nerves. And like I said earlier, y'all will learn who my least favorite person is right now, and that is Stunna Girl, because I feel like she is childish. She's very immature. She does not know how to have a grown-up conversation where she can articulate herself and say what's really going on and what's really going wrong. But I don't even know what to say. But anyway, you know, it got real hot, real spicy, real juicy right there at the end. All right, y'all. Well, that was that. Another Baddies West review. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe, all of that. And I will see you guys next week. Thank you.